Oh my God.
What is going on, guys? Today we're gonna recreate one of the worst candy bars out there, Butterfingers. I'm not talking about worst as in unhealthy. Like, all candy bars are probably not very good for you, but Butterfingers, they're just not that tasty. And especially if you get a stale Butterfinger, ooh, it's bad. We are gonna make Butterfingers healthier. We're gonna take the sugar out of it. We're gonna have it be 3 times as much protein and way less calories. We're basically gonna suck all of the life and fun out of a bad candy bar. Recreating Butterfingers just requires one secret ingredient, and it is so easy and so simple, and it's so satisfying with that peanut buttery crunch. So let's recreate it. Okay, I know I did a bad job of selling this recipe, but I promise you it's gonna be pretty freaking good, because although Butterfingers are not one of the best candy bars out there in terms of taste, a bad candy bar is still a candy bar, and all candy bars are pretty good. So let's recreate a Butterfinger. That's better. This is the hardest to open bag ever made. Use a vanilla flavor if you got one, but you can use any flavor you want. 10 grams. Next up, a classic favorite of mine, one of the best powders ever invented, peanut butter powder. Just powdered peanuts with all the oil removed. Makes me so happy because I'm a peanut butter lover at my core. 15 grams of this stuff. And my goal with this is to make it 200 calories, because I think 200 calories is the perfect amount of calories for a protein bar. And also another thing that is really important to me is fiber. I think protein bars with fiber in it make it so much more satiating. And one of the most satiating fibers out there, and the best, is psyllium husk. So all you need is 2 grams. Take a little tiny amount of this stuff and put it right in. This is completely optional, so you don't have to use this if you don't want to, but if you got it, use some psyllium husk powder. And then add in a pinch of salt. Maybe 2 pinches, because a salty Butterfinger is a better Butterfinger. And give all your powders a stir. It is time to wet the powders. We're gonna need 2 extracts, butter extract and vanilla extract. Butter extract because it's in the name, Butterfinger. We have to use it to get that butteriness. But if you don't have this, it's still gonna be pretty freaking good. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to. But the vanilla extract is necessary. 1 teaspoon of each one, 5 grams. The combo of this is magical, the dynamic duo, butter and vanilla. And we're also gonna need 60 grams of sugar-free maple syrup. Amazing. Different brands of whey proteins have different amounts of xanthan gum, so don't use all 60 grams if you think your protein powder runs a little bit thinner. And then just see the consistency and adjust and add more as needed. But now you just gotta give all this a mix. You want a consistency that resembles drippy peanut butter. So if your whey protein was really thick and you have a clump in here, add some more sugar-free maple. That is liquid gold. I'm telling you, this is so easy to eat on its own. It's salty, it's peanut buttery, it's sweet, it's gold. And now we are ready for our secret ingredient. What are Butterfingers? They're sweet, they're crunchy, and they're peanut buttery. We got the sweet peanut buttery part down right here, but we don't have the crunch. And the crunch comes from cornflakes. Believe it or not, this gives us that crunchiness that Butterfingers have. It's such a secret ingredient, but it works perfectly. And please do not get Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are sweetened. These are not sweetened, so just get regular old cornflakes, the boring old grandma cereal that no one likes. And we're making the boring old candy that no one likes, but somehow when we make it at home, we like it. I got 3/4 cup or 21 grams of cornflakes right here, and to this, I'm just gonna add all this drippy peanut butter. And now that we got our cornflakes all soaked up, just mix it around. Feel free to crush the cornflakes, don't worry too much. It is completely okay if some of these become crumbs. You just wanna make it into one big mixture. And when you've broken them up, you're just gonna get a big clump like this. And this is when we make bars. You can use parchment paper if you want, but silicone molds make your life so much easier. I use these same ones for my protein bar recipe from a long time ago, and they're gonna be used again because all you gotta do is just pop them out. Take your clump and fill her in. It is completely up to you. You can make one thick Butterfinger or you can make two thinner Butterfingers. I like it thick. Smooth out the top so it's kind of flat. Take this, toss it in your freezer. It flipped over because it got hit by this top drawer. I got it safely nested right next to my cauliflower. We have a chocolate sauce to make. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I know you guys were concerned because it looked like I was running low on sugar-free maple. I only have a little bit left, but do not worry. I'm stocked up. Making the chocolate sauce is so easy. You just need 2 ingredients. Cocoa powder. Make sure it's dark cocoa powder. This is so important. Do not use regular cocoa powder because it's gonna make it so much more bitter and it's not gonna give it that same chocolatey taste. It's literally gonna overpower the Butterfingers, so don't use this. But if this is all you have, then you can use it. But please try to use dark cocoa powder. It's darker and it's better. It's less chocolatey, but it's much less bitter. I made a whole video about this. It's an Oreo video. And then also use a little bit of sugar-free chocolate syrup. The reason I'm using this as the chocolate topping instead of Magic Shell, which would be way better, is because I'm trying to keep this around 200 calories. And that's just the sacrifice I have to make. 15 grams of dark chocolate syrup. A tablespoon or 15 grams of the sugar-free chocolate syrup with 2 teaspoons of dark cocoa powder, around 3 grams. You're gonna get a thick paste like this. It shouldn't fall off the spoon unless you really push hard. Give it a little try. I love chocolate. Take your Butterfinger out of the freezer because we got to spread some chocolate on it. So the tricky part here is Butterfingers have chocolate on both sides, but we don't have time for that. We're only going to put it on top. You're going to have a little bit of extra, but that's okay. Just make the chocolate layer thicker or just eat it. Kind of tastes like a ganache. And if you want to smooth out your chocolate layer, you could just take the back of a knife and put it right on top. And just go like this. That's gonna remove some of the extra chocolate, and then you can kind of spread that right on the Butterfinger because some of it is gonna go around and on the edges. And then just do that again. Smooth it out, take the extra ganache, right on top of the Butterfinger. Look at that, look how pretty that is. So perfect, so even. I am gonna become a pastry chef. Except, this isn't a pastry. I'm gonna become a candy chef. If that exists. Back in the freezer, right on top of my Ninja Creamy containers because they're flat and they will hold the Butterfinger. That is gonna need to freeze for around an hour. I know it's hard, but do your best to wait. We can play tic-tac-toe in the meantime. I'll go first. Top right. Your turn. Leave your move in the comments down below. I know I said an hour, it's been 50 minutes, but we're gonna round up because I'm impatient. I want my candy. This thing is gonna pop out beautifully. What did I tell you? Oh yeah, baby. Butterfinger. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I am so excited. Oh man, that chocolate layer with the cornflake crunch. It's gooey and it's so good and crunchy and peanut buttery. Oh my God. Look at those cornflakes. If you don't like Butterfingers, make this. You will like Butterfingers. And if you think protein bars are gross, if you don't like protein bars, if you're tired of that weird texture and that weird taste, make this. 200 calories. Better than any protein bar you can find. When a protein bar tastes like a candy bar, this is what they're talking about. This tastes like a candy bar. Because it is a candy bar. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know down below what candy bar do you want me to recreate next. And I'll see you in the next one.